What are the common mistakes that we are seeing homeowners in Kendall make in 2026? Well, the number one thing we are seeing right now in this market is that in Kendall, majority of the buyers purchase through financing, which require an appraisal that's ordered by the bank but paid for by the buyer. So if a buyer has to pay for a document that they believe is not going to give them be able to get the loan approved, then they just throw away almost $1,000, if not more, depending on the purchase price. So with that being said, what home sellers in Kendall need to understand is if they price the property too high, they deter buyers to come in because now they're buying out of pocket for this expense that they're not going to get reimbursed for. So number one thing is overpricing the property. That's the number one mistake, especially that most of Kendall is in a seller's market. You do want to price it aggressively, but you don't want to be in an overpriced situation. Number two big mistake they're making is who they hire. What we're seeing is that a lot of the properties in Kendall, they're not getting the marketing they deserve. At a bare minimum, every professional should be providing you with professional photography, professional videography, marketing, as long as it's even light just on social media and their database. But what we're seeing is that not even professional photos are being taken in some of these listings. So who you hire matters because we want to make sure that your property is being shown as best as it can to who we think will be the buyer for this property and getting it to as many eyes as possible. So what would say would be the three big thing that home sellers in Kendall are making is getting their property to be correctly well staged. I'm not saying that you have to pay a staging company, although we do recommend that, in certain cases, but at a bare minimum, let's use what you have to make the property look like it's staged. And we'll bring in some of our items, but we'll also use a lot of items you have to either remove, declutter, or just, redecorate with what you have. So again, if you are looking to get the maximum value for your property, those are by far the three biggest mistakes we're seeing home sellers in Kendall make, and we hope you don't make that decision. Our team is called the Opes Group. We were just awarded through Miami Herald, Miami-Dade's favorite best luxury real estate team. And we help many homeowners in Miami-Dade County be able to sell their house for top dollar, and we can help you achieve that process.